We talked to Russell yesterday about the fact that he came here as an I-back and has basically diversified himself. How important do you think that was for him, both for you and for his future?
I think it's tremendous. I mean, and we're always talking about all those guys got aspiration to try to play to the next level. And you look at the way the college game is and you look at the way the pro game is, there's not too many teams running pro-style offense, so you got to be versatile. And I think you watch the way he played, he felt this way a little bit towards the latter part of the season before he got hurt. He was starting to come along. You watch him now from spring and really watch him right now at camp. I mean, he's really starting to excel playing from the gun and also playing from the I formation. So I think he can only do is help him. I mean, he's already done made strides from last year to now already.
Is that something that you had to convince him of, or was he aware of that pretty much?
Well, I never thought it was a situation we had to convince him of. It was just the fact that it was new to him. You know, you go from high school where they hand it off 30, 40 times a game. You go to that other school and they just hand the ball off.
Which school is that?
I don't say that. Tip.
Tip.
Can you list just maybe the best guy catching the ball out of the backfield right now? Who really pressures you?
That's an easy one, right? Russell.
Really?
Well, Wendell, you're always going to say his name, but Russell got really good hands. I mean, he can catch everything thrown to him. I mean, I think all them guys got a good feel. Listen, when you play in our offense and as a running back or wide receiver, because we do it every day, we strain you for five periods of individual where it's pat and go routes on air, you're going to get used to catching the ball. I mean, a prime example, Dreamers couldn't catch anything his first year. His last year, he was catching everything, whether flat, down the field, which really helped him in his pro day, get a shot in the league. It's a hard crowd, man.
What have you seen from Dante so far this camp? How has he progressed from last year?
Still inconsistent. You know, you have a good day, you have a bad day, you have a good day, you have a bad day, you have 2 good days, you go back to bad days. With young kids, you know, that I think, my opinion, that get caught up in the media, they read their press clippings too much. You know, I always use him and Jack in that example. A guy who was unrecruited but works for everything he gets. He goes to the guy Dante. Dante probably in his mind think he should be the guy right now. He don't want to work for it right now. So just get him understanding, look, you're not the guy. You better work for everything you get because right now nobody's going to give you anything. Get off the social media. Stop letting people pat you on the back. This football. This the Big 12 football. You got to earn everything you get. And he hearing that message. He hearing it from me. He hearing it from Dana. He hearing it from Lonnie. He hearing everybody on offense. Like, we'll win with you, win without you. So you need to get on. And I, you know, the kid, granted, he'll apologize and he'll do something right the next day. You just got to be consistent. I mean, you know, he's young.
Is that kind of, you don't want to say expected of a young guy, but is it pretty much the norm for a lot of young guys?
I won't say it's the norm for the norm guys, but my job is trying to prevent him from being that next guy they say was a highly recruited guy that didn't pan out. And I think, again, I hate blaming people, but I do think social media have a lot of that, a lot of fault with those kids. They get patted on the back. I'm this star and that star. Listen, when you get here, who cares what you were? It's time to go play ball and trying to get him over that hump.
Can he learn something then from the things that you're saying and that Russell has said about himself, just that he did have to take some of that humble pie or whatever it is and back off thinking that he was always the man?
I think you do because, listen, whether you, the guy coming in with a little more, you know, hype and a little more ability, but a year in the program, most guys either you keep going or you get caught up to. And right now, I mean, it's college football. If you don't put enough work into it, guys catch up. You know, to stay elite, you got to work like an elite player. So I think he had a pretty good summer. You know, from where he was in the spring. You know, Dante's just a kid with a wall. You just got to break that wall. And you know, my job is to keep trying to beat down that wall and get to him. I think I'm getting closer to it.